made it to the lava flow campground down here at Davis Lake. Due to traffic and all that kind of stuff, took me about 4.5 hours to get here. There was some construction and stuff, but it is what it is. Whatever. We came down here to check this place out, do a recon, watch chipmunks run across the road like that, and so look, here's the deal. This is the lava flow campground here at Davis Lake, Oregon, and I didn't notice any day use areas, but oh my goodness, didn't notice any day use areas, but I'm hoping I can just find somewhere to kind of just park, and that's a big lava flow. Find a place to park and get on with this. Man. Okay, looks like there's gonna be something cool to see. Okay, well, I made it down to the campground. The entrance out here by the lake at this end of it is really sandy, so if you have a little car like mine, stay away from that. There's lots of turnouts you can get into. The regular camping spots I'll show you here in a second, and they're good, no big deal, you know, but I would take caution if you're by yourself or you're driving a little car like what I brought up here today. You get out in the middle of that area, heading to the boat ramp, and get to that in a minute, and you could theoretically get stuck. So I'm gonna have to be careful about that. I might just swing back around and pull into one of these camping spots. But anyway, so from the little campground here, turn you around, and you can see there are numerous little camp spots. The signs up there, I don't see anything that says day use or camping permit or anything. It seems almost like a first come, first serve. But it butts right up to this ginormous lava flow, and obviously I'm going with I was right part on this was after the ice age, because big ones like this, certainly this whole flow would have been smoothed out, knocked over, and spread out had this one happened prior to the ice age with the glaciers melting and so on like that. This is a really, really, I'm telling you, the images on Google Earth did this no justice. None at all. None at all. This thing is actually much larger than one anticipated. As to the boat ramp. So the issue with the boat ramp is there's all this invasive reeds that have at some point shown up out here somehow. I've seen the same kind of reed stuff at Trillium Lake in Oregon, and it does have a tendency to spread, and apparently that's what's happened here. So I have yet to figure out how to get down to the water. There is a path that heads that way, but the reeds have come in so far, or gone out so far, I should say, I guess, is that trying to get to the water without doing the backstroke is going to be something. So what I'm going to do is, luckily, I brought a drone with me so I can put that in the air and see if it's even possible to get into the water from here. If not, then I may have to go way down over that way and try to find somewhere to put in over there that might be more open and paddle all the way back up here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If nothing else, nah, screw it. I'll figure it out. So, all right. Well, let's get this drone in here and see what happens. Okay, so quick little flight up there looking around, and it looks like trying to get through the reeds at this end is just not going to happen. But it looks like if I follow that lava flow, I'll turn around here. If I follow that lava flow close to it, as close as I can, there may be a way around to like a small little beach over there where I might be able to put in. So today's probably a good thing. This is why I have the Oru, is so I can scout places like this. Had I brought the normal camera ship, my Three Waters Big Fish 105, or my big boy filming ship, the 103 pedal, this would have been an immediate not happening. There's just no way I could have got to the water here. Now, there's possible that somewhere out there I could find another ramp, an actual ramp, but not at this location. And this is where I really wanted to be anyway. At the other end of the lake, I know there's another campground down at the way far down there, but the problem is the channel that comes up this way, I fear, is probably really shallow, and I don't know if my normal kayaks can make it up that or not. So it looks like what I need to do is get my stuff together, attempt to backpack around that corner over there, around the front of the lava flow to the little beach that I captured in the video, and see if I can get on the water. So enough yapping, let's do this. Okay, got the Oru on the back, going for a bit of a hike. I don't know how far, but it's not so much the distance that's my concern. It's dealing with the water, the reeds, and skirting right along this edge of the lava flows. So it's kind of a trifecta of, well, I don't know. But one thing I do know, I could be sitting at home watching an old movie or something like that, or I could be out here answering questions. Let's go. All right. So this is kind of what we're dealing with here at this end of the lake. We'll put that rock there. Give me a minute. Looks like somebody's been through here before, so I guess that means it's passable at one point or another. My guess is it won't be more than a few more years and I'll be too smart to be doing this kind of stuff. Not. I mean, you know, I've seen much worse goat trails in northern Iraq. So, bah. Let's just keep on going. All right. So you can see that there'd be like no way that I could get my normal filming craft in here. So, holy cow. Well, you're sure not hiking up on that. Onward we go. So, we're heading out that way. Okay, so kind of got a reed mat here. There's the lava. I'm sticking as close to the lava as I possibly can, because out over on this side, it gets real nasty pretty quick. All right. Uh-huh. Huh. Whew. All right. It is soupy. Soupy. So, I can't watch there. But that little spot maybe. I'm gonna see if I can make my way right over there and see if that's doable, because man, having to walk around these rocks carrying this on my back doesn't sound appealing. So we'll see. Okay, so I made it at this little spot here. It looks like it's deep. It's certainly deep enough to launch from, and it looks like it's got a path to the water, and that's good. The only issue is kayak assembly. It's not exactly favorable terrain for putting a kayak together. So I might set it down here and work my way over there to see if there's a beach that I think I saw when I flew the drone. If there is, then maybe I'll attempt to navigate through all that and get to the beach. So I'm gonna have a look at that. So for those of you wondering what I'm packing on my back, it's this. So the Oru kayak itself is really light, but you add in all the accoutrements and the cameras and batteries and all that kind of stuff, it adds up. And I'm not getting any old or any younger. So anyway, let's head over this way, a little less weighted down, and see if that beach is over there. All right, here we go. Okay, so as you walk along this stuff, it's clearly hollow patches underneath it, because when you move the lava rock, you can hear it really hollow sounding down there, which makes sense. If there's a beach, it's right around that crown. Damn. Look at that view. Don't move. With these ginormous lava rocks, you would think they've only been here, you know, a million years or so. They wouldn't be moving, but that's not the case. No, they can still move. I can start to see around the corner. But if it's just a lava bank like this, then no, we're going back and... Oof, don't move. We'll just go back and figure out how to put it together on this stuff. Break an ankle. Ain't nobody coming out here. It just keeps going in. I need to see the in. That sound of moving lava rocks underneath your feet is unnerving. Like that. Not much further and I'll be able to tell, I suspect. Yeah, nothing. What looked kind of like a beach in the camera was probably that stuff. Okay. Well, let's go back to where I dropped the kayak. See if I can put that thing together. There was nothing. I'm not exactly sure what part of me thought this was a good idea, instead of just going somewhere else and trying to get in at the other end of the lake, but I'm here. Let's see what kind of trouble I can get into. Alright, one or another. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Fish, geese, all kinds of stuff. I really have absolutely no idea how I'm going to get this together. That's such rough terrain. I've never even theorized it, so, because you're supposed to do it on something flat. Well, leave it to me to not follow directions. Trust me, this thing's a lot easier to put together on normal ground. This thing goes together just, believe it or not, it goes together in a few minutes on level ground. I've had it together. I think my best time's like 3 minutes. Okay. Whew. I'll finish putting this together. See if I can get it down to the water. Okay, after much trials and tribulations, finally on Davis Lake. I did find a way. I just got to get through all that. On my right. Oh gosh, there's fish. Look at all the fish. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna guess they're not too used to having somebody come through here, because this area of the lake, unless you come from way down over somewhere else, this area of the lake is not too accessible. You saw what I had to do to get in down here, but like I said, the reason I came here was because I wanted to see this lava flow I've been looking at for, okay. I've been looking at this. The amount of little baby trout here is just staggering me. Everywhere I look, there's little clouds of them. And once in a while, a pretty decent one. And this lava flow on my right is what I came here to see. But this lava flow, as far as I know, this end of the lake, pretty much the whole thing, has a lava flow at this end. I gotta raise the seat up a little bit more. A lot of people think that when you're in a kayak, you need to be leaning back and chilling. But in fact, that doesn't do anything for your paddling posture. So if you're just new and getting into kayaking, you want to sit upright. And basic 101, sit upright, unlock your waist, you know, and that way your torso kind of goes your way, your lower body just kind of rocks with the kayak, and that's what gives us stability. And if you really want to lock it in, take your knee, your legs should be out in front of you, bent to a comfortable amount, not a whole bunch, but just comfortable. And then you should rock your knees out to the outer edges of the gunnels. And when you do that, it gives incredible stability to a kayak. But those rules apply to any kayak, with the exception of some of these large fishing kayaks that sit on top, stuff like that. Like I have, you know, rules do not apply. Normal rules do not apply to those, other than the rule is you're going to have fun. So, all right. Well, I'm going to keep on trudging here and see what's around the bend. Catch up with you here in a bit as I watch all these little fish keep stirring. This is probably that beach maybe I saw in my drone when I flew the drone up. That's definitely not a beach. Whoa. Okay, so just seconds ago, right in front of me, there was a butterfly right there, and then a fish tried getting it. So I might be able to actually had the 360 camera running, so I don't know, maybe. Problem is, the water's so murky, and they're all, I guarantee, like right now, they're up underneath that mat to my right, so that's like a honey hole for them. Look at the size of these guys. Oh my God. Get the frick out of here. Wow. Man, I wish the water was clear. Dude. If this water was clear, what a show this would be. Oh man, look at that dude. Get out of town. Okay guys, I gotta drop the dive camera in here. This is getting ridiculous. Hang on. I know it's gonna be mucky and murky footage, but you know what? Wouldn't it be cool if I could just get a fish or two out of that? You know, one sole tree right there to my right, just in the middle of that lava flow. That's cool. Hi, guys. Wow. You know, that's something that's strangely missing here with all these fish. Where are all the birds? Okay, well, I just cruised along the bank, and there were two guys there in a little aluminum boat, and they're telling me that these are bass that I'm seeing. They look to me like trout from up here, but you know, these guys obviously they fish here. I don't. They know what they're talking about, so we're gonna go with bass, not trout. Rather, I could have swore I saw trout, but they said no. Bass. Honestly, I haven't seen a bass. I live in Tennessee. It amazes me how glassy this water is. It's, you know, that's something to think about. Usually this time of day, the winds are coming in and whatnot. Yeah, look at that view. The winds are coming in and it's all choppy and stuff, but so I'm still making my way along down the, let's see, that would be like the northern end of the lake, northeast end of the lake where this main lava flow is. You know, this is like earlier, a little groove right there, one tree. Oh, well, a little one too. Looks like there was an old one there before. Life's trying to find a way on these old lava flows, but I'll put a picture in of where I'm at, and I think from the air you'll understand and be able to tell exactly why this area appealed to me from the air. It's got a lot of structure. It's much bigger in person than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I thought the lava flows this end of the lake would be probably half as high as they are. But yeah, I was sorely mistaken. But I'm pretty much getting close to the end of what I can access for the lava flow. Look over here in front to my left. There's more over there. Doesn't go on very much further that way, but I think we'll head up here and see if there's anything to be seen at the corner of them reeds. Cute little cove right here. And it's weird because you look around you and all this lava that's poured in through here, you know, like right out and just front to the left is like this cute little, you know, cluster of little yellow flowers and some grasses and things like that that are just down in this little spot out of nowhere. Wow. Hidden away from all angles of the lake. It's like paddling through pudding. Oy. All right. Oh, Jesus, what the freaking hell? Fucking shit. Oh, tell me that was on camera. Oh, man, did my lens get soaked? I don't think so. Oh, shut. You guys, stop that shit. My God. Okay then. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, in that little cove, I was able to find a place to short and stretch my legs for a minute because I needed to. My legs were starting to kill me. So was my butt. Now this water's too thin, too shallow. Lots of little fry. Probably shore up here too, though. Point of note. Anyway, yeah. Ugh. Well, I don't know, but it's kind of soupy, but doable. Anyway, let's get back out here. Anyway, that little cove back in there, right there, was pretty neat. Got some cool pictures, some neat stuff. Halfway decent little place to shore up. Nothing to write home about, but it worked. Because I was definitely at that point where I needed to rest my legs and my back and my butt. I think this lake, Davis Lake, I think you could easily do a day paddle, get here early, and you could easily... I don't see any reason why you couldn't circumnavigate this place. I don't see any reason why you couldn't. It's a good sized lake, but you know, if you were like just gonna tour it, yeah, you could totally. I don't see any reason why you could not just tour the thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna head back that direction and catch up with you in a bit. These lava flows are stunning, and they are huge, absolutely huge. Wow. And for those people who are unable to get out for whatever reason, be it physical, medical, plethora of reasons, pick yours. You know, I again, like I've said in a couple of my other videos, I hope that some of my videos in a way help you get out. You know, that'd be great. You know, I'd love to hear from people in the comments that, you know, that they like the videos and they enjoy the content, or, you know, they like seeing these places and stuff. And, you know, that makes me feel good because I'm out here doing this for me. And because I enjoy it. I enjoy making the content. I know my mom loves these videos. So, hey Mom, we're at Davis Lake in Oregon. It is southeast of Eugene. Pretty good drive. Wow. So right off my bow is that lava right there, I believe is about where I put in at, around that corner. Somewhere right over there anyway. And the next option I can see, let me turn the bow over, right off my bow, way down there. It looks like that might be an entrance, which means if I get out there, I gotta hike all the way back around over there, somewhere that direction. The only reason I'm looking at it is because how difficult it was to set this kayak up and put it together. It's very difficult on the lava rocks to do. You know, no flat ground to stand on. You know, it's just chaos. And so, always looking for better solutions. But it's nice and quiet. Man, it is freaking shallow here. Not dragging though, but man, it's just, this area is so shallow. It's just nuts. So this is turning out to be a pretty good day. It's going to be a long drive home, but that's okay. Not all adventures are in the backyard. And you know, if you like my content, don't forget to click like and subscribe. It certainly helps the algorithms to get these videos out to others that might enjoy them, and share them. If you know somebody that might enjoy some of my videos with underwater and photography and all the stuff I normally do from kayaks, some from land-based, some from my e-bike, things like that, to get out to these places. So if you or you know somebody that would enjoy this content, by all means share it away and help me grow this channel a little bit. And to my current subscribers, as of this morning, 490. It's been a great year for me for subscribers. It's been a fantastic year, actually. My goal, dream goal, okay, honestly, at the beginning of this year, my goal was to try to hit 300. The off-the-rails dream was to hit 500. So I'm 10 away. It's possible. We'll see. But I don't do this just for subscribers. I do appreciate them, and I absolutely love it. It's kind of the thrill of the whole thing. Oh, look, I got another subscriber. You know, but the main reason I do this is because I enjoy doing it. And I hope that the people who subscribe and watch my videos enjoy it as well. So it's definitely for myself and you guys. It isn't for clicks. My channel's not monetized. So I just enjoy this stuff. So if you do too, click like and subscribe and share to your friends. I'm down here to explore and learn, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'll catch up after you a little bit. I'll go up here on the bend and see if that's actually ground or more reeds or grass beds. This must be the boat ramp everybody's talking about. So it does look like there's a way in here. Gee, many crickets. Well, I've never seen a lake that is so shallow everywhere. It's just so freakishly shallow everywhere I go. I mean, the dark grassy stuff underneath me is oftentimes It's you can hear it like right now. It's dragging the bottom of the boat. It's that shallow here. I don't know how people would get a normal boat in here. Helps to know the channel, I guess. Man, there's just so many fish here. It's just crazy how many fish are here. Okay, this is almost a channel here. Why is the current moving so quickly? Where's it going? That's a $1 million question. It comes in here and cycles back out. Well, that's kind of strange. And this is looking like it. All right, looks like we're in for a hike. It should be a lot easier to put everything away, and I'll pay for it for the hike back, but who knows, maybe I'll see something come on the way back. So we've already been there. Let's see what's out here. I'll load it up and gonna head back. I ended up coming across the other way. This is the boat ramp, and it kind of ends right there. So assuming that this lake seasonally fills, probably have a decent boat ramp right here. But this time of the year, it's very difficult to get out if you have a boat. But these guys did it in a little John boat there. So imagine it was a chore. Anyway, so I'm gonna go up here, hit up this road, take a left, and see if I can hike back to the campground where the car is. See you in a few. Not gonna lie, the scenery's pretty. So hopefully this road here comes out in the right direction, or it's going in the right direction. Hopefully it comes out where I need it to. And if it goes some erroneous course, then I'll just start hoofing it through the woods. And that's that. Take your Oru for a hike. It'll be fun, they said. Okay, maybe it's not fun. But the Oru's capabilities to get you into places like what we just experienced today, yeah, good thing I brought it. That's why I got it for a scouter. Onward we go. Note to self. Water socks are great on the water. Water socks are not so great on lava roads. And besides, if I had more shoes, it's just one more thing I'd have to pack. No thanks. I wish I could tell you how nice it smells out here in the woods. That's something that you just can't put into film, you know? And it's a damn shame, because it smells woodsy, sweet. The pine cones give it a little bit of a spice. Not that I know anything about cooking, mind you, but spicy. In a good way. Not like spicy as in, I want to cut my throat out. It just smells so good out here. Might have to hike it back, but it still beats that fiasco of trying to put it together or take it apart on a lava field. And besides, I already saw that route, like I said. I didn't see this one. Okay, Davis Lake, Oregon. It's the lava flows are incredible. There's no doubt about it. Flying up over these things right behind me here, and being able to kayak out and around them and check them out. They're really impressive. I don't know what I got. I don't know what I got for lava, but it's just kind of one of them things, man. You know, I mean, it destroys everything and it creates everything. It's kind of a paradigm. Maybe that's what draws me to this stuff. But anyway, Davis Lake. The areas that I went were relatively, some areas were just ridiculously shallow for a lot of it. Although I can tell that the lake is down some right now. And that's to be expected this time of year for a lot of these lakes. Like I had in that, you know, the boat ramp's not even anywhere near the water. The lava flow campground is pretty much the water's pretty much inaccessible from here unless you do what I did. I'm not recommending that. Unless you got, you know, maybe a friend with you or something like that. But up the other way near the boat ramp, if you keep going past lava flow campground, you keep going past, the boat ramp is over there, and so if you have a kayak or something, you can put in over there. You just need to make sure you've got a kayak this time of year. It's September now, middle of September, and the lake's down lower. So, but there are some good deep spots and stuff, you know, and I was in an Oru kayak, so, you know, I only bottomed out that one time, way down that way. But there's a lot of deep stuff. The fish, oh my God, the fish are insane. Everywhere I went, I saw them. Even out in the, you know, more of the open bed of the lake, where all the dark green vegetation is, and it's, you know, like that high off the, you know, substrate down there. Little fish just blistering out of there. I think the biggest ones I saw were like that. So they're definitely going crazy out there breeding and stuff. There's no doubt, because I saw a little fry and I saw some big fish too. I don't know if I got any yet or not. Find out when I start editing the video. But the lake is certainly a peaceful one. It's a beautiful area. It's pretty quiet. Other than me flapping my gums here, but you're definitely out here in this one. This definitely does not strike me as the kind of lake that, you know, all these people from the city that want to come out and be idiots and party and do all kinds of stupid stuff and trash stuff. I don't see them coming out here. This place is pretty clean. I like that. Up on the lava flow over there, I did see where someone had shored up a boat, I'm assuming. Shored up a boat, drank a couple of beers and left the cans there. Got those. I don't like leaving that kind of stuff around. It's embarrassing. It's a really nice lake. I can imagine that my son Ryan would love to come here and fish. My oldest son Brandon is in Florida, and a little far for him to go to fish. And I'm not sure he's into fishing anyway. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. It would be a really good place, just camp and just chill, to unplug and get away from everything. Definitely nice for that. The water is, you get into the shallower areas, the water's pretty nice and clear. What really struck me about this place is how calm it was today, versus it's not too horribly far from Waldo, which has remarkably clear water. I did a video on Waldo with a lot of underwater video there, and it was just staggering. So that's a beautiful place. Just watch out for the glacier boulders. Oh, hello there. I like that patch too. And I'm really glad I finally made it here. These lava flows are every bit as impressive and more than I thought they would be. Some of the old growth trees that are still here are impressive. It's nice to see old growth trees, because it seems like a lot of places you go to nowadays that there's spindly ones that have all been replanted. So nice to see original stuff here. And it's nice to see that there are bits of life coming back to where the lava fields are. As that grass stuff blows up, it's going to decompose and make soil eventually, and sooner or later plant life will take hold. And it's kind of how land is made. So yeah, it's a beautiful place to go. So I've got a good at least 4-hour drive to head home, so I think I'll get going. So this is Dana Price, Amber Dog Productions. See you on the next one. So a little bit of history on Davis Lake. It was formed about 6,000 years ago by a lava flow that came from Black Rock Butte, and it cut off the Odell Creek. It's known as one of the best bass fishing lakes in Oregon, but only fly fishing is permitted here, so you have to tie your own flies. While there are native piscivorous trout here, it's also stocked with other types of trout to maintain the trout population. As the bass that are here were illegally put into this lake around 1995, and now the bass completely outnumber the trout. The lake itself is also a very shallow lake, pretty much throughout the year. During its most full seasons, it's about only 22 feet deep at its maximum, but they say its average is about 9 feet. Obviously, depending on where you go, looking at Google Earth. Summer months can, obviously be inches, as we saw in the video, and can make it very difficult for a lot of craft to navigate. So winter and spring is best for normal boats. The two creeks that flow into Davis Lake, Odell and Ranger Creek, are not able to keep up with the loss of water flowing through the lava during the summer months, and so it's not known exactly where the water goes. This is, however, one of the least documented lakes in Oregon. There's a total of about 70 campsites around the lake that do provide water and pit houses as well. It's a pretty clean place. It's well cared for, and it's clear that campers definitely do take good pride in this area, in the wildlife that you see. It is a definite off the beaten track place that is well worth a visit. Definitely if you're into fishing, particularly bass, obviously. And as it turns out, there are trout here. So, if you get a chance, this place is definitely out there, but it's, certainly warrants taking a look at. So, a while back, a year or two ago, something like that, I came and I did a filming at Waldo Lake, which is north of where I went today. And one thing that I passed on the way to Waldo and again today, that when I went to Waldo, I kind of regretted not stopping and checking out. It's a covered bridge. It's out this way. So I think I'll be coming up on it here in a little bit. Still daylight enough. So I think I might try to swing by and get a couple pictures of that and put them in here. I don't know, covered bridges just screams cool. So we'll see if I can get that or not. Okay, so I made it to the covered bridge. Yeah, sunlight. And it's right over here. So let's take a little walk and have a look at this Lowell covered bridge. It's apparently maybe built in 45. I don't know. There's some signs over here we'll check out. But let's go ahead and check out the bridge first. I'm going to assume you can't walk across it, but let's find out. We'll see. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're going to take a walk across this over here. But we're going to stop and make a little detour to help this fine guy out who ate his Wheaties this morning. If we can help him. Yep. Oh, he got it off. Man, that was good. Okay, guess we won't stop then. Let's check this bridge out. So you can walk across this only. Yeah, it says Lowell Bridge, covered bridge, built 1945. Looks like they can shut it down at night too if they want, or whenever. Turn of the 20th century, wagon loads of settlers and supplies traveling along the old Oregon Central Military Wagon Road stopped here to board Amos D. Highlands Ferry to cross the Willamette River. As more and more settlers traveled the route, locals petitioned for a bridge to bypass Highlands' expensive ferry in 1907. Lane County officials hired Oregon bridge builder Nels Roney to construct a covered bridge. And there's the Lowell covered bridge in 1907. So this one was built in 45. There's been several more. The original Lowell bridge lasted over 30 years until increased wear and tear. Damage from truck traffic prompted replacement. The old bridge was replaced in 45 with a new bridge built by Lane County bridge foreman Walt Sorensen and was covered 2 years later. The bridge's size is a 165-foot span and a 24-foot width. It was designed to accommodate the heavy logging truck traffic of that era. Wood used to construct the bridge likely came from nearby Willamette Forest. Longtime area residents remember the days when trucks waited in line 3 or 4 at a time to haul their loads of Douglas fir through the bridge towards Springfield. In 1953, the Army Corps of Engineers was finishing construction of the Dexter Dam, which is just to my left, just downstream. When complete, the dam would create a reservoir that would threaten the bridge. Guided by engineers, Walt Sorensen supervised the raising of the bridge 7 feet. Their calculations proved accurate, and the reservoir has never risen closer than 2 feet from the bottom of the bridge. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. And that right there is how America was built. Hard labor. This kind of stuff right here, you just don't see people working like that anymore. It's a hard way to live. But building a country is not easy. Really nice interpretive center they got here. This is pretty cool. And man, these timbers are awesome. That is really cool. Little diorama here. That's pretty cool. A lot of bad shadows in here, sorry about that. This is an impromptu thing here. Pretty cool. Look at the size of that hunk of lumber. Guys, that is one tree. Look right here. There's the core. For you non-logging people, you can see the rings. That is a hunk of wood right there. Wow. That's a hunk of wood. Doggy. What a beautiful bridge. So what I'll do is I'll get a shot of that dam that they built up there that created this reservoir, and that way kind of complete that story. It's not that long of a bridge, but it's I'll tell you what is cool. What's cool is this thing screams history. It truly screams history. Man, there are all kinds of things here. Look at this. 1830s, the Hudson Bay Post of Fort Vancouver builds the first documented bridge not covered in the Oregon Territory. It crosses the Bridge River, an outlet of a pond within the post. It's all kinds of these things. Look at this. 1840, first large waves of Oregon Trail immigrants begin to arrive in the Willamette Valley. 1849, 1851, 52, 1860s, building America. That's what they're doing. Man, 1881, 1890, 1891, 1907, first low-covered bridge was built at this site by Nels Roney and a crew of 8 men. Goodness, 8 dudes built the original bridge that crossed this. Dude, 8 guys. 28, 36, 45, second low covered bridge was built completely replacing the first structure. 47, the second lower bridge is roofed and sided and painted white, making an official Lane County covered bridge. 48 and 52, the Oregon State Highway Commission prints lists of covered bridges for tourists. Apparently I'm one today. And over here we got 1953, Lowell covered bridge is raised 7 feet to accommodate the Dexter Dam and the resulting reservoir, which is directly below us. 75, 81, Lowell bridge is bypassed by a concrete bridge, a more suitable structure to carry today's traffic demands. And that, of course, is right there, the one I drove across to get here. 89, Oregon Covered Bridge program is developed by the state to preserve Oregon's covered bridges. 92 to 96, Lane County rehabilitates several covered bridges, including Belknap, Office, Pengra, Unity, Stewart, Curran, and Dorena. Neat that they got these little signs out here. 2006, Lowell Covered Bridge is rehabilitated. The majority of the 1945 structural components remain intact. Now, that's cool. And if you look out over that way, there's the dam they built way off in the distance. Okay? That's pretty slick. All right, so we'll get a couple still shots of this, and we'll be back on our way back home. Well, that was worth the stop. Glad I did. So let's head home.